Hey everybody, we're back again. Guess what? More walnut. Alright, so I've got 5 pieces here. 3 of them are about 5.5 inches by 1 3/4. Yeah, 2 on that one. And then we got this other one is about 7.5 inches by 3 1/4. 7.5, 2.5. So I've got various sizes. I've got woodworm screw holes put in all of them. These 3 I've only did a half a length, so I'll be putting a spacer plate on here for the woodworm screw itself, and we'll see how things go. But this one had a bunch of cracks in it, so I went ahead and filled it with some black CA Star Bond glue. So we'll see what we can get out of them. I'm seeing that there's going to be some feathering in this one. I'm seeing some feathering and some fiddleback. It's too much light for you. Turn that off. Yeah, you can see a little bit of it right there, and that's just from a rough cut. So you'll see that once I start getting into it. I'm going to knock out all 5 of these and see what we can do. Hopefully you'll see 5 in the end, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go sharpen up, get things in order, bring you back when we're turning. Okay everybody, we're back yet again, and we're getting ready to start. We're going to start with the 2 bigger ones, and especially the one that's got the figure, the fiddleback that looked so purty earlier. There we go. Oh yeah, it's on there. And I'm using my larger jaws because I would prefer to have a larger base for these, because they're going to be food safe and usable, and I want them to be a little bit more stable. So get this going. Got that big old spot that I didn't get off with the bandsaw. Get it moving here in a minute. We don't need any more major light. About 1150 on speed. I'm going to go grab my mask and face shield, and we will be ready to roll. Alright, we're back with our first bowl. We're sanded to 600. Been wiped out with denatured alcohol. Now it's time to hit our sanding paste. The homemade sanding paste. So we are going to be finishing the first bowl up, and then we'll get into the other ones. I've already prepped 2 of the other ones. I ended up having to I was working on them yesterday. My intent was to do the outsides of all 5, but then I noticed there was a little bit excess moisture in it, and I was worried that we'd get some cracking. So I just went ahead and hollowed the inside out of these 3. So today I picked up and I'm going to sand these 3 and then get the last 2 done. So we got our speed up to 900 right now. We do have a little bit, very little bit of warping from it drying a little bit more. Very, very little bit. Well, right now, this wood turning is not my permanent full-time job. It's still my hobby and fun thing that I enjoy doing. But currently I do work for the federal government, and I'm happy about that after I retired from the Marine Corps. And if my position is removed, which I understand, I don't think it will be, but if it is, then this is going to be my full-time job, so I'm kind of happy any way that you go with it. If I stay, I stay. If I go, I go. Some things need to be done, and we'll let God take care of it and see what happens. So, one thing I will try not to do in my videos is bring any sort of politics in, because politics has been dividing people a lot lately. So, and there's no reason for that. It doesn't matter who I like or who I dislike. This is what we're talking about. This is what we like and enjoy. Politics isn't involved in wood turning. So, you know, my only point in bringing it up is because, again, this might end up being my full-time job, and I would love to do that, to be honest with you. So, either way, I'm happy. So let's see what we got here. This is our first one that had some figure, which you can see down in there. Look at that. Yeah, you can see it. A little bit of feathering in there, fiddleback. We got some good, right here we got a little bit of an inclusion. That was CA glued, so it can be used. It turned out pretty darn good all the way around. This is what this is all about. Right here. I've already signed the bottom so the ink could dry. So now I can throw some regular oil on it, and it won't mess up the writing itself. They won't smudge the ink. So, all right. Well, we'll get some pictures of all of them, and we'll get the video done and posted. Hopefully, I think this week's the 7th is Monday, or 6th or something. But either way, it'll be on Monday, Tuesday time frame. We'll see you soon.